Hello, welcome to your collective reading for the March 25th full moon in Libra, and it's a lunar eclipse. If you haven't already been feeling the energies that are coming into it, so not only are we in the pre-shadow of the Mercury retrograde, we're in now eclipse season because you know that there's going to be a solar eclipse on April 8th, and that's going to be the new moon. And then this one is the full moon. So this one feels a lot more of balance and transformation. I know that if you are a Libra, whether that's sun, moon, or rising, you're probably feeling a little bit more. Or wherever your house is residing, it's probably going to allow you to see where you need to make some transformations, a little bit more balance. In the side note there, I know that people could be very touchy and moody. I really want you to see what is actually triggering you and dissect that for yourself. So what does the collective need to hear for this full moon? Remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you like your own personal reading, I will give you that option in the comments. Already starting off in the dream state. This has a lot to do with what is it that you have been wanting to make changes and doing it, but have you been procrastinating it? You're wanting this dream come true. Think about it's a fairy tale. Think about it's like Cinderella wanting to meet the prince and get out of the stepmother's house and stuff. But what if she didn't take the chance to see the godmother? What if she didn't, fairy godmother? What if she did not go to the ball? That's in the action they're talking about, taking out, reaching out, talking to your spirit team, having action with your sacral chakra, and trusting your intuition. And some of you guys are feeling that you may have felt I don't know what my intuition is because you keep messing with the mind, the 3D world. It's where you're feeling I'm not really sure where I need to go, and you don't need to I guess you can stop second guessing yourself and really go with what is the gut feeling. What is that feeling that makes you feel happier? It feels like needs to get done. I was talking to someone before when we were talking about moms that make changes and stuff like that for the better, whether they move somewhere, where they do something like that, is that even you don't think it's scary for them. Situations can be very nerve-wracking, but it's being fearless, not fearful. So you're still making these changes for yourself. So what else is it that you're needing to be aware of in this full moon is really making the intentions that this is something that could be a big push to get you to see that I'm allowing this bullshit to happen, whether this is you, your mindset, or you accepting other people's bullshit, words, insights, stuff like that just doesn't align with you. You're not everyone's gonna know everything that's gonna be aligned with you. I've done client readings where I am talking to someone and they're well, just tell me what to do. I won't tell them what to do, be a painter, be this or that. Some things may come up, but ultimately you have free will to make changes. And this is the time for you to start understanding that even though things seem like challenges, you can have clarity. You can have mental clarity in those challenges. It's funny because there's tower moments that happen, and this is something I wrote in my journal in the last few days, I'm pretty sure it was. And I started laughing at it because it's now when I get tower moments, it's you might get in the mode of ugh, and then I'm all right, whatever. I just know something better is coming. And I remember years ago, it took you a long time to get you out of that. Why is this happening to me? Instead of I know this is happening because something bigger is behind it. And that's the part of the transformation. It keeps pushing you to say, what is it that you are not allowing to make changes? And I'm saying you because you have the choice to listen to anybody, to listen to yourself, to make that change, to trust it. It's almost like a trust fall. I see someone, doing that trust fall with the people and stuff like that. You have to fall into your own faith and your own your own higher self. Like, remember, your spirit self is just an extension of you. So you only trained your ego to want something, and if it's your ego is following a path of not greatness, that's because you gave that information, that story. And you can delete all that, by the way. It's not needed. So again, they're going into more of like fulfillments of wishes. Even relationships with people could be better just by going through mindset. And this means relationships could be better because I feel like some people either need to speak up and some people need to like watch their mouth. Like their tone is off, like their words are off. You think you're communicating with someone and it's not happening. I want the people who are on the side of that people keep talking at you and you're not speaking up to speak the fuck up. And the people who keep running their fucking mouth, nagging and everything else. And if the person is not taking the answer, and you can see it. I'm just saying, you can see by people's body language that they're not getting it. This is the time for you to reflect back of what you're doing. Like, are you actually communicating effectively? Are they actually ready to receive that information? Or is it that you're delivering with tone? Because I'm going to tell you this. I am not built to be listening to people that have tone. If you already got an attitude, tone, whatever like that, that seems not very, I would just say, planned properly, like you have no reason to have that tone with me, I'm not listening to you. And I feel like this message has to be going to the fact is that where is it that you're actually seeing things going? I feel like a lot of people are in a dream state, Neptune, where you're just kind of like visualizing all the stuff is happening that you want it to go. Like it's almost like you're scripting things, but you're not fucking saying it. You're not saying it, or not saying it properly. And if you're wanting relationships to go smoothly, to have abundance and wealth, and this is relationships with clients, this is relationships with siblings, this is relationships with lovers, anything like that, you are going to have to really start seeing exactly what is it, how you're delivering that, be more aware of it. They're saying go into that, not only you get the Magician and the Sun card. So this is a lot of like, this should be like the epiphany of, oh my gosh, I see this happening. I'm telling you from my own experience, I was the person who just kept talking before I was mute. And then I started realizing people weren't listening to me. This is probably like in my 20s. So a whole 2 decades later, now I know like the person's not listening and I'm trying to deliver a message, then I just shut up. I actually stop talking in the middle sentence. Or I try to use different words that they can understand at their own level. And I'm talking about like everyone has different, think about spiritual levels. Everyone has different levels of understanding of what's going on. So in conclusive, this has a lot to do with transformation within your mind, spirit, and body. Some of you also need to take that kick that you wanted to do well for yourself. It's kind of like I call it intuitive eating, that intuitively you know that this is going to be good for you, not because it's emotionally going to fulfill you. So like, I need the cake because it's going to fulfill my emotions. No, more of like, I know this is going to nourish my body and that's what my body needs. Like, those are the type of things. So I'm going to pull another card here real quick because we're almost at the time. And if you're wanting your own reading there will be an option there for you to either go to the website, or if you choose the Cash App or Venmo, then you'll get the discount price off of there. And I'll put the screen option right here on the screen. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you're feeling like money is falling through you and things are not, abundance is not happening to you, it's because you're not working together and collaborating with your own self, and you need to learn to walk away from situations that don't serve you. Now remember, this is a lunar eclipse. It's in Libra. This is about balance. So what is it that you're going to balance? I love to hear what you have to do. Love you.